Hi Sagittarius, welcome. I'm just going to start out with energetic cards to show where your energy may be placed or focused within this love reading for you and or your partner. The first card that pops out will be for you and whether or not you're single or in a relationship, and the bottom card will be for your significant other or what you're looking for, and the third card maybe will be to summarize or just further clarity. Anyways, so for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, Mars, welcome. If you're just interested in Sagittarius or have a lot of planets in Sagittarius, welcome. General energies for the week of, well, today's the 17th, so apologize for this being out later than I wanted it to be, but these were kind of stuck together. Three of Cups, Pluto, Cancer, and Five of Cups, Pluto, Scorpio. They were kind of stuck together, so I'm going to do another one. Let's see. Prince of Cups, Pisces, Chariot. So tapped into your emotional side, your intuitive side, your more psychic, feminine, emotional side. And on the bottom is the Princess of Cups. So that works. For Cup Princess. I'm not really sure what the difference is here with this deck, but yeah, so this is probably your partner, the person that you're interested in. Again, more watery, I was about to say fiery, but watery emotional energy. So maybe you and whoever you're interested in, or you and your partner are both feeling very emotional, probably in a good way, or, you know, sending emotional sort of feeling, there's lots of feeling maybe, to whatever it is, the communication or anything like that. Again, it could be any water sign, not just Pisces. It could be Cancer or Scorpio. So maybe any of your planets are in any of those. So moving right along to the Monera Erotic Tarot. So for Sagittariuses, Sun, Moon, Rising, further clarity, love, advice. It's a card that flipped up here. This is the Knight of Water that was, I don't know, kind of the same thing. So the one that flipped out was the Seven of Water, Venus in Scorpio. This is kind of a scary card. It reminds me of Psycho. But maybe some sort of scenario or shower time. Venus and Scorpio being, well, I've put a link for what that means, and if you haven't looked into your Venus sign, and it's kind of like your love language, how you communicate, how you show affection, emotions, and all that. But I put that before, so I don't know if I'll put it again, but it just kind of talks about how, you know, Scorpio, again, being a water sign, like one of these, so probably you, and just the combination of Venus and Scorpio kind of creates a very, well, there's lots of depth, I think, to this person, you, probably your love language, or how you communicate, or how you show feelings towards someone else. So it's kind of about being able to sustain, I don't know, I always think of it like ride or die, or just very like in touch with their feelings, and what other people make them feel, what other situations, outside influences, how those affect them, and just, yeah, very in tune, I guess, with those feelings. So they're pretty able, I think, sometimes to express how they feel. Yeah, so the 7 is a spiritual number, maybe being visited by, you know, But whatever it means to you, maybe you're doing some sort of shower activity. Yeah, but that looks pretty scary. Hopefully that's not any sort of situation outside of fantasy that you're in. Or it could be seven days, you know, for the next week, following week. That's could be what it was, that since I was talking about that. Oops. Okay. This is the Ten of Earth. Venus in Mercury in Virgo. So talking about the details of love you're good at. Maybe this is your partner. Maybe the 10th house, or just taking yourself out to, you know, a nice meal or something. Enjoying your alone time, you know. So maybe you can better, you know, enhance or just enjoy when you are with whoever it is that you're interested in. But an earth sign, so it doesn't just have to be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And always keep in mind, since these are general, you know, gender, it's not very gender specific energy, so water and earth. And the bottom is the Two of Air, Moon, and Libra. And I'm kind of confused by this card. I mean, she has, like, it looks like little Oscars that she's dressed up, and she's kind of looks like a snowstorm or an avalanche, like some sort of ice queen. I mean, air is, you think of snow and, you know, communication maybe, communicating about your emotions with the moon, being able to take, you know, if there's a lot of talk going on within your relationship or within whoever, you know, whatever situation you're in, you know, maybe wanting to take things to a, you know, a deeper level, you know, just being able to talk more, so using the ability to, you know, communicate well, to talk more about emotions and allowing emotions to be those things that, you know, you're not afraid to talk about, because good or bad, they're what, you know, connect us. So, or just to further summarize, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's some sort of like avalanche, sort of like something just hits you over the head with, like, hopefully not, you know, this is more metaphorical, so something hitting you over the head with just, you know, an avalanche of emotion, maybe feeling something all of a sudden, something coming to your attention, something looking bigger than life, something, your thoughts maybe bigger than life, really just expanding how you communicate, how you talk, or, I mean, it kind of looks like a mountain too, so, I don't know, just holding something in your hand. I mean, I really don't understand why it's like a fedora and a scarf and an Oscar, you know, but any sort of decision, crossroads too, I think of because of the two, or partnership, and having to maybe come to some sort of crossroads or decision agreement within your situation. Yeah, or maybe just trying to merge two ideas, two ways of thinking or seeing things, two perspectives, finding that middle ground. This could be like getting some sort of idea from a book to employ later on in some sort of fantastical sense, and, you know, feeling, you know, talking about that with whoever you're with. I just want to say ground rules. I don't know. So anyways, one more card for further clarity for Sagittariuses. Oh. Hermit and Three of Earth, kind of, they were opposite. Oh, the Knight of Fire, Sagittarius on the bottom. There you go. So the foundation of all of this is you. And the Hermit being 9, or Virgo again. I think we got Virgo here with Mercury in Virgo. So, taking some time out by yourself to contemplate, think about your next steps, your next, you know, how you're going to handle a situation, maybe. Maybe that's what that is, how you plan to handle a situation, whether, you know, you making a decision or making it with someone else. Yeah, but how to, like, handle a situation, maybe just, I always just notice the background, the landscape, and the, you know, the scenery and the reflection in the lake, and just, I think of mirror dimensions. But maybe on another, maybe whoever this is, whether it's you or whoever you're dealing with, feels kind of like a dog, since this guy looks like a werewolf. I don't, you know, yeah, just sort of looking, enjoying his alone time, or her alone time, and searching for some sort of answers, maybe, or truth, and for with whatever it is that you're dealing with, you know, just trying to get to the facts, I think, too, maybe with, you know, talking about something, maybe thinking, maybe you already had a conversation and now you're taking some time alone to think about it, and, you know, how you personally plan to proceed, taking one step at a time, and, you know, just kind of following whatever lights your way, leading you in the right direction. But really it could be just contemplating how to handle a situation, because this is the Three of Earth, came out like that, so kind of maybe a message coming in or out, communication, I think of, with the 3rd house, Gemini, which is another air sign, but it is kind of like the artist at work, or just being very detail-oriented in whatever it is that you're working on, so maybe taking some time to think about things before you go about them, just to, you know, eliminate any extraneous work in your mind, extraneous work, or, you know, just, you know, unnecessary steps or things that, anything that you don't need to do or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about it in terms of something else. So, but just sort of envisioning something before you go into it, so you can, you know, maneuver as best as possible. I'm really thinking of, like, when you're designing something, and, like, how you can kind of design it in your head before you go about actually making the first, you know, taking the first steps to sort of try to eliminate and, like, work things out in your head before, you know, to some degree, and sort of try to eliminate any extraneous work. But since this is love, that doesn't, I mean, it could apply, but this is maybe this is what you are hoping to do with this person, or, you know, it adds up to be, you know, reduces down to a 3, so again, it's love, and 3, creation, abundance, beauty, you know, coming together in a way to start creating something. I think this is some sort of, like, window, like, I think of an old, you know, city, Mars and Capricorn, so, again, some more earth, maybe just wanting to feel, you know, sort of dreaming about, maybe, or, you know, thinking about spending time on your own, but, you know, thinking about how to handle maybe a relationship or love, how to make it, I guess, more, I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, but just, yeah, your, how to make it in reality what you want it to be, I guess maybe in your head, or just sort of finding that midpoint, that balance between your, you know, ideal and what is real. But yeah, just kind of bringing the ethers into reality, I guess. The inner, you know, inner depths of yourself into some sort of communication or understanding, or yeah, so, or just, yeah, to get to a deeper point, I guess, maybe within your relationship, or just whatever it means to you, maybe the third house, or 3 years, 3 months, maybe this is you, just sort of thinking about what it is that you want, what it is you want to start building from the ground up, you know, some sort of building, some sort of, you know, laying down the foundation. So, she kind of talked about a lot in like some very, very early videos, which are kind of funny to look back at. But and just how things have played out, for good or bad. But anyways, so yeah, I think that's what it is, thinking about how to handle something and how to handle love and work and your day-to-day, and how to make it all mesh and, you know, work out for you. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Shuffle these really quick. Moving on to Scorpio, or not Scorpio, Capricorn. There's not a lot of point to marking down the times here if I'm going to trim and edit the videos, so yeah, I hope that people can find Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Mars, Venus, or if you have a lot of planets in Capricorn, and or just interested in Capricorn energy. So anyways, the first card that comes out will be you, representative of you, and whether or not you're single or in a relationship, but yeah, just your, I want to say your position. And the last card will be for, you know, the other in your life, or what you're looking for if you're single. For some tips, advice, maybe. Yeah, and so just to start out with some energetic cards, kind of point the way for wherever your love advice is going to come from. So for Capricorns, following week, love, what area? Ooh. 5 of Cups, Pluto and Scorpio, and the 3 of Cups, Pluto and Cancer. Okay, these cards are just have been stuck together, and it came out for Sagittarius too, so I'm just gonna, they come out again. It's meant to be, but Virgo, Chariot, Pentacle, Prince. So another Virgo. This is probably you, or Virgo just keeps coming up. So, you know, a lot of earth energy, I guess, is playing a prominent role in people's lives right now. But just, yeah, groundedness and your day-to-day or your routine, maybe a little bit of travel, Chariot, and just being, I guess, practical with your travel plans, maybe. Okay, so again, being a mutable sign, so being flexible with your day-to-day routine. And on the bottom was 5 of Swords, Uranus and Aquarius. So this is, I feel like, usually changing what you think you know about a situation or someone, and maybe that's what you're doing, or that's what whoever you're interested in or whoever you're with is doing, changing what they think they know about you, or vice versa. or this could be, you know, sometimes I think of swords as letters or, you know, words having to do with talking, communication, speech. So this could be, you know, 5 letters, 5 words, 5, you know, maybe your name or someone you know has 5 letters in it. Or Uranus Aquarius. And so just a lot of thought, a lot of out-of-the-box thinking, changing up what you think you know, maybe about your daily activities or about someone. Let's pull one more. High Priest. Or Capricorn. Queen of Swords, Libra Throne. So, this is an air sign, again, Venus and Saturn. It's about finding some sort of balance, achieving a balance, maybe between you and someone else or within your thoughts, what you're saying to someone else. Again, maybe coming to some sort of agreement or maybe reconciliation with the scales, and something having to do with love, though, with Venus, or, you know, beauty, creating something, what you talk about as far as creativity goes, or just being fair and cutting to the point. Yeah, so maybe that's what you need to do, or someone who you are interested in needs to do. Utilizing a lot of utilizing your communication, your speech, and, you know, how you talk, and maybe just talking more groundedly, or that's funny. The Hangman, and the High Priest on the bottom. Again, another 5. What does this remind me of? I mean, the checkerboard floor, but something else. But yeah, some sort of organization or higher education institution, company, something of like a large scale, or some sort of, again, it could just be a priest, you know, it could be something very literal like that, like Pope, priest, or someone who informs, someone who instructs, someone who translates, you know, the word of God, of the universe, or something to, and, you know, it can be like, you know, going to the church, getting married, it could be anything like that. Your beliefs also, so maybe changing up how you see things, or, you know, how you go about your religious beliefs, or something like that, maybe. The Hangman is on the bottom, so it might have something to do with that, but more so, Hangman, again, kind of like Virgo Chariot did come up, and sometimes I think of, in the last reading, it was the Hermit, not, you know, that might overlap somehow with Sagittarius, because I think of Virgo, Hermit, and Hangman, taking time out, taking a break, taking some sort of, you know, just resting up maybe, or, you know, just taking some time out for yourself, or just to think about things. Oh, what's funny is this came up in the last reading that I did yesterday. I don't remember for which sign it was, but I had said that the discs here look like basketballs. And I rarely watch TV or anything, besides, like, I mean, I really just don't watch TV. It's I don't know, from last weekend. And there was a sketch there with, basketball sketch. And I think Jimmy Fallon was wearing a jersey with the number 12 on it. So, yeah, and they did, the main thing was the let's dance, you know, so, just that song has been on, you know, repeat for me here for a while. But anyways, so I just thought that was a funny connection. I mean, really, it's water, Neptune, Cancer, Pisces, and really just tapping into your intuition, what you really feel, you know, on a core level about something, and maybe it has to do with, you know, maybe your religious beliefs or something like that are affecting your partnership, or, you know, maybe coming between you two or something like that, especially with like the High Priest and Hangman, Easter, I feel like, too, maybe, and maybe something with travel, or, yeah, saying something, finding balance within where you're going and how you, I mean, the Chariot here sometimes does talk about, like Chariot in general talks about like reining things in and like bringing two opposing ideas together or things. So to move forward, maybe finding that balance and how you talk about love and, you know, structure and that kind of thing, like finding some sort of structure within your relationship. Maybe that's what someone wants, or that's what you want. I have Swords, changing things up a little bit, how you see things, how you know, your perspective, whether this is you or someone else, or just what you need to do within your relationship, changing what you think you know about someone, you know, keeping an open mind. Things could be more beneath the surface, or not, you know, so you just kind of have to keep an open mind, and it's kind of what this might be speaking to, the Hangman, enlightenment, keeping an open mind about things, and just, you know, allowing there to be some change and maybe progress too, within how you see a situation or someone or your relationship, allowing things to, you know, growing together kind of, I think, as well. Each person going through different things, different times usually, so, you know, allowing each person to grow, to change, to do what they need to do in order to best do that, and supporting them, maybe talking about that as you go through it, and so that you can best like grow together, I guess. The High Priest, you know, maybe having some sort of spirituality between you two, or just going to some sort of agreement, again, maybe getting married, or counseling even, because that could be that as well. Like maybe you are in a relationship, you're going to counseling, but really it could just be about seeing two sides of a situation as well, and finding that common denominator, that middle ground, that, you know, place where both people feel happy. So Capricorn, Judgment just popped out. 20, so 2, and some sort of wake-up call. I mean, it could be very, like, she looks pretty passed out, so some sort of wake-up call, hearing the music, something coming in sort of unexpectedly, maybe that just sort of, yeah, is a wake-up call for you in some capacity. I mean, this could be anything from, like, you know, your more mundane, I need to get a new phone, I don't know, setting an alarm, something very mundane like that, so you don't miss your appointment, like setting your alarm like 5-10 minutes early, so you have some extra time, being open to changing your way of seeing things, coming, you know, out of the dark, you know, in a way, maybe seeing things in a whole new light, letting that sort of flow out of you, transform, I feel like, give life to you know, especially within your own, like maybe you've been putting something off within a relationship, or like going out, like looking for a relationship or something, and just kind of hearing some sort of wake up call, or it could be very judgmental energy as well, like maybe you passing off judgment on someone too soon or too quickly, or vice versa, but maybe like feeling judged for something. But since this is the first card that popped out, it could, you know, I think it speaks more to you, so maybe making sure there's no like judgmental energy, so people are open and able to talk and communicate, like birds representing communication, messages to me sometimes, so allowing people to be open, you know, in judgment-free zone or something like that, just to talk and let your feelings, you know, it's hard to explain some things sometimes, but yeah, let your feelings fly. So maybe just taking a rest, a breather as well. Bottom is the King of Fire, so Leo, something having to do with Leo, maybe expressive energy again, maybe just like letting your words be expressive and free and open. Again, more like fiery sort of thoughts, and just talking about expression, talking about how you express your feelings, maybe talking about how you, talking maybe about memories or something, maybe something bringing up old memories for you, something that you've, you know, all this trauma in the background here going on, maybe that fueling your creative expression, but or you utilizing that to create something, but I think like talking about it too, and yeah, just being, just, you know, she's just like open, like exposed, and like you know, not holding anything back, and just letting it all sort of, could mean that you need to hold things back, but you know, because always keep in mind things can go both ways, but yeah, this could be you, this could be you, it just depends, you know, kind of be flexible with it, but two, you know, reducing down to two, so some kind of partnership, like just again, I feel like being open, letting your emotions show a little bit, letting your thoughts be an extension of your emotions, so you can communicate better, express what you need maybe in a relationship, or what you're looking for, what you want. I really don't know how this is supposed to be erotic or something, because this just looks kind of weird to me, and like, he looks, maybe you've gotten out of a relationship, you're going towards this person, because they look calm. It looks very calm over here and peaceful, like she's in her own little secret garden, and he's like, I just came from battle, like this looks good. Yeah, so but yeah, being the king of your domain kind of thing too, also like wanting to feel in control maybe of your environment, or you know, maybe you've been in a very controlling environment and you're glad you've escaped. You want to find that like sort of inner peace, give peace to someone else, communicate, talk, agree on something, not pass off judgment, that kind of thing. So anyways, I hope that that was helpful, Capricorn. Now on to Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius. Just going to shuffle these quickly. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, and Six of Cups, Neptune, and Scorpio. I was going to say this first card that pops out is supposed to be representative of you and your role, either as a single person or as within a relationship. And the bottom card, Princess of Cups. So a lot of cups and emotions affecting perhaps your love life. This is supposed to show maybe more like what you're looking for if you're single, or like your, I don't know, your partner or whoever you're in a relationship with, the others maybe in your life. But yeah, just a lot of emotions. So as a water, cups, Neptune, Scorpio, or Cancer, Pisces. So someone who, is in touch with their feelings and their emotions, and maybe help you to feel like you can open up and be, bare with your emotions, I think of as well. Like, just, really share. Also, with the Six of Cups, share how you feel about the situation, what your relationship maybe means to, I need to start shuffling again, but means to you. King of Pentacles, Emperor, Aries. But yeah, so maybe memories coming back to you, remembering old, nostalgia, or memories, like good memories, like wanting to recreate new memories, create new memories of the stars here. So that works out for Aquarius. This is your card. There you go. This just now always reminds me of Coney Island or something like that. Big Ferris wheel, and this is thinking outside the box. And 17, Uranus, Saturn. So maybe memories that, or past lives, thinking outside the box about past lives, and just feeling helpful or helped by someone in your life, maybe. Maybe going out for drinks, or, sort of sometimes there's like, I think of like a handoff with this. There's someone who's like giving a cup to someone else. So it can be like happy family, happy memories, happy, sort of like a child, but sometimes I think of it as just handing something off, or helping someone, or passing along some helpful advice, maybe about the future. Coney Island, I think of just like summertime, and maybe just looking forward to the summer, and being by the beach, and, just creating new memories. Maybe going on some sort of day trip to Coney Island to just enjoy. I mean, it's kind of depends on where you go, but there is one little it's there's two, I forget the name, maybe it's like Svetlana or something. There's like two though right next to each other, so you could probably find it. It's like a little outdoor like cafe, I think. I don't know, it's weird. And you get like little shots, and then like little chasers, and it's pretty much all for like $1 or something. It's really weird. And but you sit on the boardwalk, and there's like all these older people that have come. They bring their lunches, and they are just a riot. And I used to go with my roommate and friends, and we made friends with all of them. They used to call me super chic, very blonde, I guess, or just very, because they're all Coney Island is a riot. It's a hoot. So maybe that'd be something fun for you to do. I didn't mean to start shuffling again. Oh, the world and the stars. The world at your fingertips. The world is yours for the taking. Maybe, or Uranus, Saturn is important to you, or just pouring something out, letting something out, maybe as well with the two cups, I think, too. So just again, opening up, sharing how you feel, sharing what you think, maybe starting out with helping someone out or helping out your partner or something like that. Coming full circle with something maybe. 17 though, so maybe shuffle these a little bit too. Maybe that number is important to you, or 6 days. 6 people, maybe. Or 14. Maybe 14 is important to you. Reducing down to a 5, so again, some kind of change. Or it could be, I don't know, just you have to sort of make your own associations with numbers and things like that. So, to help you point the way. So for Aquarius, love advice from this Monera Erotic Tarot. The 2 of Fire, holding again the world in your hands. So maybe I should do a globe spin destination. Sometimes I think of destination too with the star, following on a very just following your guidance, following your star, but maybe it can be following it somewhere. So maybe I'll do a globe spin. But this could be you and just hanging out. Mars and Aries. Maybe having to pick between 2 people, or maybe watching your this card often means soulmate to me, but and usually there's someone holding a globe, looking out over a cliff, sending something out. Can mean and I usually equate the globe to the World Wide Web, so your cell phone, on a more modern day depiction, holding your cell phone, searching the World Wide Web, can also mean guide. Again, guide. So maybe watching or seeing your soulmate, maybe you're separated at a distance or something. Can be about communication, making sure you're on the same page too, but 2 fire signs maybe, or any fire sign, doesn't have to just be Aries, and Mars can be Sagittarius and Leo. But yeah, maybe traveling a little bit, or thinking about traveling, choosing your direction, choosing your path, choosing which way to go in the future, relying on memories from the past to help you make that decision maybe feeling like you've come full circle with something, or maybe you're just, I don't know. 2 fire, and on the bottom is Temperance, 14, so I guess that is important. And she's just on a swing. I put some links for things that I think of, but this is Sagittarius again, so maybe Sagittarius is important to you. She looks pretty peaceful, and she again has this I think it was maybe it was a Sagittarius video, where a card came out for, and it was it's a very weird card. She has an Oscar. She's a big mountain. She has an Oscars, and he has a scarf too. And this guy has a scarf. It's a little puppet or something. Maybe I also put this, when this came out before. It reminded me of the lit video with Pamela Anderson from the 90s. All those little, the band Little, and she's huge. So. Whatever this means to you, I don't really know. Maybe this is a thing, like a swing, but it looks more like spring, dipping your toe in something, just really being at peace, enjoying your environment, with a little man. But again, so this probably means maybe choosing Sagittarius, or this is clarity on what fire sign it is, Sagittarius, but for Sagittarius and Aries. 14, again, reducing down to a 5. So maybe that is really important to you. 5, 14, Temperance, just finding some sort of balance too, balance with two, partnership, balance within your partnership, balance within yourself, blending, merging opposites, making ingredients, elements, putting two things together, finding that balance, that middle point. Yeah, just maybe deciding where to go, what bar to go to, because sometimes I think of, you know, Temperance as a mixologist, so maybe deciding what bar to go to with your loved one, or, you know, whoever, maybe whoever you're dating. Maybe you're dating a Sagittarius, or you're thinking about it, or something like that. So, maybe your soulmate is a Sagittarius, and she likes to swing. That just sounded wrong. She likes, I don't know what she likes to do, but your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, so maybe I'll do a globe spin for Aquarius. Oh my gosh, I'm mixing up all the signs at this point. It's kind of late. I'm a little tired. Ow. So, I don't know. We'll see. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, just landed right there. Saudi Arabia, right in the middle. Mecca, Medai. I don't know how to pronounce the names, but really, it was just at that. I don't know. You probably don't want to go there, so maybe it's more so places to avoid right now. Just in case you were confused. I don't know. Oops. I just lost my scarf. Everything's falling. Okay. Aquarius. I hope that was helpful. Moving right along to Pisces. Welcome, Pisces. I'm just going to shuffle these. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you have a lot of planets or energy in Pisces, you're interested in a Pisces, you're, you know, anything Pisces. Welcome. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. Did I say that already? Anyways, and so the first card that comes out will be for you, or if you're single or not, either way, your role in the relationship, or what you're looking for, where you stand right now, maybe, some advice. And what card pops out at the bottom, or what's on the bottom, will be for your partner, or what you're, you know, some advice for the singles out there, or, yeah, so let's see. General energies for Pisces. Three of Wands, Sun and Aries. So some kind of communication, or maybe, yeah, some kind of communication. It doesn't have to just be Aries. It can be Sagittarius or Leo. It can be fire sign or fiery energy that maybe you are embodying. Maybe you are like thinking of sending something out to someone, or you're waiting to hear back from someone, or yeah, they're just kind of like maybe some short distance trips or traveling. Fire though, you know, talking maybe about creativity, expression. I don't know. That was word split. And for your partner is the Eight of Wands, Jupiter in Sagittarius, and this is about communication coming in or going out. just depending on your situation. So I think it came out this way, so opposite. Again, even though both fire, it's like blue, red and blue. Jupiter and Sagittarius. Yeah, so ninth house ruled, and you are also Pisces, co-ruled by Jupiter. So just maybe expanding what you think, expanding on your ideas, expanding your communication, expanding your reach, your travel, your communication, talking over the wires, I think of. Because usually there's like 8 rods, just kind of going across the field, so they always kind of look like telephone wires to me or something. So communicating, again, maybe long distance, or maybe you're thinking or talking about making a trip, or you're waiting for a call to come in, or this, since this represents the other in your life, maybe you are waiting for a call from them or communication from them, or vice versa. So maybe 8's important to you. I just feel like all the rods are going in all different directions, so sending out, like, really just sort of covering all your bases, just kind of electrified out, ideas magnetizing out, communication magnetizing out. So maybe you are the person that this information's coming towards, and you are being pulled into something. I don't know. So let's see. For Pisces, I'll shuffle these cards as well. This is the Monero Erotic Tarot. This is punishment. 12. So maybe you are feeling sort of guilty or punished for something, or it could just be you. I mean, it doesn't have to go by the card depiction exactly. Maybe let's see, it's on the bottom. Knight of Earth. 12 reduces down to a 3, and that's about love, and creativity and creation. And so maybe these came out like that. So maybe you love Knight of Earth, Virgo. Or I'll hold it up like this for you. Or maybe Virgo loves you. But it kind of works out, since Virgo is partner signs with Pisces, so maybe going for some sort of, maybe, I don't know how these cards work together, but going for some sort of ride in the country, forest, on your horse. Maybe going horseback riding. Maybe, it doesn't have to just be Virgo either with Knight of Earth. It can be Capricorn or Taurus. And Knights, I usually feel like, are energy, so just the grounded sort of energy towards what it is you're thinking about, wanting, needing maybe in your life, thinking about how you can get that. Maybe that you find that in someone else, or maybe someone else helps you feel grounded, brings you back down to earth. Maybe you are maybe this is someone else and they're fantasizing about you, or vice versa. It can really go both ways, but maybe it is about, like, some sort of equal exchange partnership kind of thing, that you are thinking a lot about, and how maybe someone is, your opposite, or a reflection of you, finding that sort of reflection of you to help you better navigate, see life. Or if maybe you have that, maybe you feel that way about someone, and if so, I was about to say lovely, because it just looks lovely, like she's taking a little stroll in the, like, English countryside or something like that. Or stroll, horseback riding, equestrian, and I mean, he looks like he's like, I was about to say, like, with, maybe that's what you're into. Equestrian, and yeah, not to pry, but maybe that's an idea for you. Yeah, so the bottom is the Venus in Aries. So again, I feel like a lot of fantasy and like kind of just up and at 'em, like going for horseback riding, doing this, like doing that, like just a lot of action. Like four of rods, you know, four of fire being coming together of opposites, building your foundation maybe for the future. Not sure. That could be. She looks like, yeah, it looks very like impromptu. Like there's some glassware that's fallen over, and just sort of that like gotta have you kind of thing. And you know, maybe feel like pleasure and pain. You know, doesn't have to go to that like huge of a level, like, but just I think of that lyric from the song Pillow Talk. So, you know, maybe just being, I feel like they're inside too, and sometimes I feel like it's a structure, the four of rods, four of wands, that they're building, so maybe being inside, going outside, getting outside, coming out of the shadows with something, you know, thinking a lot about your maybe significant other, what they bring into your life, and if it's a solid foundation, and if you can like enjoy that, you know, enjoy. It could also be the 4th house, the 12th house. 12th house does, you know, represent Pisces, so yeah. Pisces, watery, you know, wanting some sort of groundedness to your life, some sort of reality check maybe, or maybe checking out from all the pleasure. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I hope that was helpful or gave you some fun ideas or something like that. Okay. Bye, Pisces.